Hello, I'm meteorologist Erik Proseus. Thanks for checking out this video tutorial on the all-new interactive StormView Radar. This approximately 5-minute video will walk through each of the fantastic features of the radar display, starting with the animation options. Controlling the radar loop is fairly straightforward. You have a stop and start button in the upper left. You can advance to the first or last frames in the loop, step forward or step back through individual frames, and there is also a refresh button that allows you to pull in the latest radar imagery just to make sure that you're looking at the latest pictures. StormView Radar is set to automatically pull in the newest pictures as they arrive. A new feature in this version of StormView Radar allows you to plot current temperatures from around the Mid-South taken from area airports. This could be especially helpful in the wintertime when temperatures are near freezing. You also have a toggle for cities and roads to turn that layer on and off. Besides showing current precipitation, rainfall mode will let you know exactly how much rain has fallen in the period indicated at the bottom of the display using the legend in the bottom left corner. We also have winterize mode, which is great in the winter to tell you whether it's sleet, freezing rain, snow, or just liquid precipitation falling. Very handy for this part of the country, especially in those cold winter days. We have a couple of more new features in this version of StormView Radar. The first is a distance calculator. Just click distance and then click the display with your left mouse and hold the mouse button down while you move around the display. You will see exactly how far that storm is from your area of interest. Click hide distance to turn that off. Finally, there is a data probe. This is best used if the radar is not looping. Click probe and then move your mouse around on the display. It'll tell you in radar mode how heavy the rain is falling, the intensity. It will also tell you the type of precipitation in winterize mode and how much precipitation is falling in the areas you mouse over when viewing the rainfall mode. Hide probe to finish. So far, we've only been looking at the regional view of the radar. We have a couple of different ways you can zoom in though. At the top, you see a navigation bar with different regions on it. Simply click on one of those regions and you will be able to zoom instantaneously to those regions that we have set up. There is also an enable zoom button at the bottom. Click that and then click on the display to zoom in. Click the zoom out button to return to the display that is preset using the navigation bar at the top. It's very easy to move back and forth between different regions simply by using the navigation bar at the top. You'll notice there's a zoomed in metro view for the Memphis area, a Shelby County view for even closer zoom, and many more cities that are plotted within the Shelby County area. Not all of the regions that are available are shown in this tutorial. The next new feature I'd like to show is the tracker mode, which allows you to see just when certain storms are going to be in your area. Click tracker and it will show the first image in the loop. Click on a storm of interest and then this loop will advance. Click the same storm and hold your mouse in place and it will show estimated times of arrival for that particular storm. While tracker mode is good for individual storms, you can also turn on storm tracks and see where the computer is thinking the storms will be going over the next hour. The individual lines are 1 hour forecast based on storm movement. The hail button shows where storms might contain hail. The small golf ball looking icons are for small hail, and any numbers inside those icons indicate the diameter in inches of the expected hail for larger hail. StormView Radar also shows two different types of rotation: upper level rotation or mesocyclone rotation and intense rotation, which is lower level rotation. First is the upper level rotation shown with icons from 1 to 10 indicating the strength of that rotation within the storm, and intense rotation, which is an inverted pink triangle that shows low-level rotation indicative of a possible tornado. Severe warnings are also plotted: yellow for severe thunderstorms, green for flash flood warnings, and red for tornado warnings, and those update as the radar advances based on the warnings issued by the National Weather Service. You can also turn on all watches, warnings, and advisories that are in effect for an area by clicking that button. Mousing over the display will tell you the type of watch or warning that you are mousing over, and clicking the display will bring up the full text for that particular warning. This is very handy when you're watching for the storms in the area and want the full details on the storm, not just a graphical plot. Simply click on that warning and you will get the text of the warning, and then you can close the window that opens that contains that text. That's about it. I hope you've enjoyed learning about all of the great features of StormView Radar, particularly the new interactive features, Distance Calculator, Data Probe, and Tracker. You can find StormView Radar on MemphisWeather.net and JacksonWeather.net, both proudly serving the Mid-South region.